Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 182, and it is the first episode of the Path of Enchantment. We're just rolling right into the next path. No time to stop, no time to breathe, although this doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the ley line of enchantment, this particular episode, but it is, we're building to it, we're setting up, and that's the important part. Okay, here are the important things. I like to make sure I hit the important things. Here they are. Make sure you're following us on Twitter and Facebook. Make sure you're in our Discord. This is the big one. All the information, if you want all the information, it comes from the Discord first. We have really tried to make it a fun place to be, to hang out with other people who enjoy the show, to hang out with the cast, most of us, and to really just have a good time. So if you aren't part of the Discord yet, there's a link right here in the show notes, or you can go to adventureincpod.com to find a link to the Discord, and you can come join us, chat about mostly food, but whatever you want. Also, if you haven't left a 5-star review for this show on iTunes or whatever service you use, what are you waiting for? It doesn't really affect you at all. It doesn't take any time out of your day. I mean, I guess, actually, that's all it takes. It's a little bit of time out of your day. But, for that little bit of time, it helps us get discovered by other people, helps us in the rankings, I guess. iTunes recently did a thing where they shifted around all of the categories, so now we're in a narrower category than we used to be, and so a review goes a long way. Bump those numbers, I guess. But the most important way you can help the show is to head over to patreon.com/adventureinc and join all of our other patrons, including the patrons who brought you this episode, patrons like Graydon, patrons like J-Chan, Kayla, Kyle, and Vespa. Be like them. Hop over to patreon.com. There's all kinds of cool rewards there for you. If you get value out of the show, kick us a little bit of that value back, and we will do our best to make the show better and bigger and cooler based off your contributions. And we thank the patrons who've already jumped in to do that. It's so great. But I don't have anything else. That's it. That's all I've got right now. So enjoy the show, and let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Like, usually when you bring people back from the dead in books, it turns out really bad.
That's just to sell more books.
ReedJebeddo, the rogue.
God, it's so good to see something positive happen. God, I'm so glad to be back home. Let's make sure we get Clug fixed up, then we'll have 2 under our belts. This is awesome.
Jennuvera, the sorcerer. Jennuvera, you are a powerful sorcerer capable of very strong magics.
Oh, this is the first time someone acknowledges how good I am at magic and convict me of a fucking crime? What the shit?
Gillik, the paladin warlock.
Can we find you, something else to tap into instead?
Yeah.
What, give it 4 levels of warlock? Are you shitting me?
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Asher, puts his hand on Jebeddo's shoulder. This is the most affectionate you've ever seen Asher.
Let us recall what happened before.
Are we all just going to give thumbs up, or is somebody going to say his fucking name?
Oh.
I figured it would be Jennuvera.
A name has been selected.
Turns, and he's like, you. And you just ram the blade up into him. You see his eyes go cold. Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. Let's get started. So, to start off, let's level up.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so we'll go around the room and we'll talk about level ups. Jebeddo, you're last, because then we'll talk about your weapon also.
Great.
So,
I love
Asher,
that.
why don't we start with you?
Cool. I leveled up. I'm now a level 10 druid and only level 1 barbarian, and I will take a level of barbarian next level if the show lasts that long.
Is this your?
It's been like a year and a half, so
Yeah.
makes
I
sense.
mean, it's
It
been a
has
while.
not. It has not.
It has.
It's been so long. But what I unlocked this level is a druid like subclass feature or whatever it is. And for my Circle of the Moon, I now have elemental forms. For 2 uses of wild shape, I can turn into an earth, air, fire, or water elemental.
Cool.
So it uses up 2 uses of wild shape to do it.
Yes.
How many do you have now?
I think that's a good question. I think I only still have 2.
It's like per battle.
Yeah.
No, per long rest.
Yeah.
Yes. Per short rest.
Oh, short rest.
Yeah.
Shit rest.
All the same.
Yeah. I don't think that ever increases, but it is per. I don't think that ever increases, but it is per short rest.
Cool. Okay.
But then, yeah, I get all of the cool benefits of being a big boy and punching dudes. It's great.
Do you get any additional spell slots at this level?
And yeah, 1 extra spell slot for my highest level, which is
5th?
I think 5th. Yeah. So
Cool.
I can now cast 2 5th level spells.
All right. Rad.
Yeah,
Josh,
I like it.
Hi.
you leveled up.
I did.
So, what is your level configuration right now?
I took a level of paladin, so that makes me a level 6 paladin, level 5 warlock.
Okay. So you were 10 and 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'm level 20. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were 5 and 5.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So what do you get at level 6? Or, well, what do you get at level 6 of that class?
At level 6 paladin, I'm really happy about this. Whenever I or a friendly creature within 10 feet of me must make a saving throw, any saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to that saving throw equal to my charisma modifier, which is +2. You must be conscious to grant this bonus,
That's great.
and that's it. So
It's a very rarely used paladin ability.
it's as long as you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +2 bonus to any saving throw. It's fucking awesome.
Nice.
And
I
that
love
means
that.
my dex saving throw is no longer negative.
That is cool.
I'm really happy about it. My charisma modifier gives total, because it's a negative, I have a +1 dex save.
Rarely used.
Rarely
Right.
used. Keth, are you ready?
Yeah. Keth, I'm gonna give him a 7th level of monk.
So you're 7 and 4?
7 and 4.
Okay.
So it's nice. I get things for that.
Yeah, you get some cool shit at 7, right?
I get some things for that. Yeah. We got stillness of mind. I can use an action to end an effect that had caused me to be charmed or frightened. So that could have come in handy recently. And then I get evasion. So if I do a dex saving throw to take half damage and I do it, I can instead take no damage if I save.
Right. So like Gebetto has. That's cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you guys. Now he's horning in on your bit, Gebetto.
Yep.
He's horning.
Yep.
Jennuvera, what do you got? Anything?
Really pretty much nothing, just a 6th level spell.
Ooh, that's
What
exciting.
did you take?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ask me what it is later.
Okay.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, surprise us.
Yeah.
Wish.
That's
Wait,
not
that's
6th
9th.
level.
I know, but it would be a surprise, right?
I would be surprised.
Wish isn't that great.
Wish, yeah.
I don't know.
It's always been yeah.
It hurts you. It's not good to you. It's bad to the caster.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, exactly.
Gebetto, are you ready?
Yes.
Tell me what you get.
Great. Gebetto leveled up. He took a level in Rogue.
There's a surprise.
Big shock. He now has 63 hit points. So that's pretty good. I took the high average because I was afraid of rolling.
Yep, that's fine. I get it.
My sneak attack is now 6d8.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because Anthony is a lunatic.
Yep.
Definitely didn't see this coming.
It's fine.
I also got the rogue class skill, Reliable Talent.
Which does?
Reliable Talent means anytime I roll for any of the skills that I'm proficient in, if I roll less than a 10, I just take 10, baby.
Oh, that's dope.
What the fuck?
So that's pretty cool.
Wait.
Which
Wait, what does
means
it do? Sorry.
my sleight of hand could never be lower than 23.
Fucking hey.
Wow.
Steal some shit.
Great. Cool. Pick two things from the Manuel de Alchem also.
Oh, sure. Also, I got one new spell that I know. It will also be a surprise.
Okay, great. Does it have to be illusion?
Yeah. Either illusion or enchantment.
Okay.
But I didn't get any additional spell slot or spell levels.
Sure. So it'll just be one from what you already could have known.
Right.
Yeah, that's less exciting.
Oh yeah, I might actually be able to prepare an additional spell.
Gebeddo is going to have researched the thinning solvent
Okay.
and the induction grenade.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So, the thinning solvent, when combined with a potion, it allows for double uses of that potion at half the potency.
Oh.
And so we'll figure that out.
I'll
right?
never use that.
Well, okay.
But that's fine. I'm glad I know it.
I
I was hoping it would make me skinny.
Well,
I was hoping
okay.
it was slim fast.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, maybe if you just drink it on its own, it is. I don't know. I've never done it. Induction grenade is a 20-foot blast radius of acid damage. There are 3 levels of induction grenade that can be created based on the quality of the acid mixture. So either 3d6, 8d6, or 14d6. And that's 1, 2, or 3 points.
Great. And I get 5 points, right?
Yes.
Great.
You're just going to load out with grenades.
Yeah, duh.
Nice.
Luck charm.
I've already turned all my friends into grenades. I may as well.
Oh, I want to be a grenade. That would be awesome.
So now we will talk about your weapon. So it upgraded.
Cool.
So now it has +3 attack. It does 1d8 piercing plus 1d8 lightning, because I felt like you weren't rolling enough d8s.
Sure.
In addition to its previous abilities of dealing additional lightning damage and stunning people when you kill somebody, and your sneak attack increasing the damage die, you also can make the weapon invisible at will.
Great.
It's still tangible, but you can make it disappear visibly. And while the blade is in your hand, while you are holding the hilt of the blade, you gain a supernatural awareness of the world around you, granting you advantage on all perception checks to detect things within 30 feet. So it works even if you're blind, deaf, or otherwise sensory impaired. It's like an additional awareness for 30 feet around you.
All-seeing blade.
Hell yeah.
And additionally, the blade now has sentience.
Great.
That's
Sup, bitch.
How does it talk? What's its voice sound like?
Steph's
Sounds like
voice,
me,
right?
bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's gonna say bitch a
I
lot.
like that.
It's not.
I like
It's
that
not.
trait.
I hate
I'm the
that.
all-seeing
It's not
blade,
gonna.
bitch.
So
All-seeing blade, bitch.
So Steph will be playing the all-seeing blade whenever
What the
Gebeddo wishes to speak with it.
That's great.
He can.
Fun.
Yeah. So it doesn't. I want to jump ahead a little bit of time here. I imagine as we actually start to play, I imagine, Gebeddo, that you have made sure that all of the Cardozas in the room are taken care of.
Yep.
And you guys have holed up here. Are we okay to skip a few days?
Yeah, I am.
Where would we have held up?
In the
hold
palace?
Doing what?
For days?
Well, okay. What else? Where would you want to go once the Cardozas have been dealt with? You now have an empty palace.
I guess this is our palace now.
Oh, God.
Josh is look at me.
I feel like we need to be like, hey, this is your new king, Jennuvera, like to the people.
Yeah, we need to kind of clean up and clean up our mess.
So let's discuss this. I don't think this has to be an in-game discussion as much as an out-of-game. What are you guys doing in this time frame? That immediately after the, let's say, deposing of the Cardozas, to what you intend to do. Depose our
I was trying to put them. Never mind.
Cardozing.
I think we should send some letters that we need some advice.
Yeah.
Like, we should probably tell Clyde.
Like,
yep.
And we should tell like maybe gather the nobles and be like, hey, this is your new king.
Well, I would say before we gather anyone in... Where are we?
Verena?
In Verena. Woo! Okay, before we tell anyone in Verena anything, I think that we should make sure that, like, Clyde and Redbridge and Evian are aware.
So
Why?
who exactly are you inviting to this summit?
Clyde, Redbridge, and Evian.
Just the three of them?
Probably Ellatrix. I don't know. He doesn't matter anymore. He's a grumpy old man.
Definitely Ellatrix.
Yeah,
Ellatrix.
bring Ellatrix.
Okay, anyone else you're inviting to this summit?
What about
Anyone else we should invite to this
how about
party?
all the other kings? Like, I guess wait.
Yeah.
You're
All
taking
in.
the chain off that one, are you?
What is the so we're I guess I'm concerned if we wait the amount of time it would take for everybody to travel, they're going to notice that the castle's been murdered and they'll be looking for the Cardozas and like wondering, like, I feel like it's chaos if the leaders.
No, I'm sure that there's someone who works here who keeps a face for the community. And like, I doubt the townspeople are coming knocking up on the castle door regularly as it is.
Isn't that what they do?
Townspeople?
Yeah, like they like.
Have you ever gone up and knocked on Clyde's door
when you hold court and like bring petitions to the king, like isn't that like a normal thing?
Yeah, but I'm sure there's someone who like usually takes care of those people, and maybe he can say like,
"They're busy."
Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks.
No, it's not going to take them that long.
I mean, it might.
Well, it's not. Evian's a vampire. She's fast.
Oh no.
Also,
She can only travel half the day.
She's slower than most.
Yes, but she can travel twice the time in half the day.
So she'll get there the same time everyone else
Well,
does.
all right.
No,
Math.
everyone's going to be so much faster because they're going to be able to use real magic.
Yeah.
Right. And not have to worry about running water or anything.
Right.
Why don't we want to
magic.
tell anybody?
Not yet. I think we
Because I
are
just
going to. I think we
Yeah,
need to get
yeah,
our
yeah.
like bearings first.
Yeah.
Right?
I
That
just
was
think-
sort of the idea.
Seems like we voted.
Well,
do you
I
want,
don't
do you
wanna-
want Eridar there?
I guess. He can be here faster.
So, yeah, I mean, he's in town, I guess. if you want to have, like, and if you get any value out of talking to Eridar, you can talk to Eridar. But I guess my whole point was, Gebeddo has dispatched with the, with those who were still alive, who were knocked unconscious, because there were a couple who were knocked unconscious.
But he definitely cleaned them up.
Yep. I think the Cardozas have probably made a couple of attacks on the palace, but they are small attacks. The guards who weren't Cardozan, those who were sort of carryover, were happy to be rid of the Cardozan rule and set up.
we're gonna make them our friends. That's our first order of
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, we become friends with those guards.
Yep.
They're our homies now.
What are their
What
names?
were their bosses?
All of them. All of
Yeah,
their names.
you shouldn't be friends with them. You should
No,
make
I
sure
can
you
be
are.
friends with them.
I am
It puts you in.
distantly
It's an awkward.
friendly.
Yeah, great. Distantly friendly, I'm okay with. Distantly friendly so much that you just refer to them by title, which you can
No.
recognize on their uniform.
No, they need names. If I'm going to run an effective kingdom, I need to make sure
Okay.
that I'm in touch with the people.
Then it is important that I test your memory of their names. So each time a guard has come up, you name them.
Anthony, you're such a dick when you're being lazy.
Well, after heaven, I feel like maybe someone else should name guards for a while.
Heaven and
That's
hell.
fair.
That's fair.
Right. Well, clearly they're all named Purgatory.
Right.
And what's the other one? Limbo.
All right, so
His first name's Lim.
Right, Lim.
you guys,
Mr. Bow is my father.
you guys put your call out, and I think that you probably do have to do a bit of a song and dance to keep people who are questioning about what's going on in the palace. Have you let them know that the Cardozas are dead, or are you just putting out no information?
Keth holds one of them up into the window and just waves to the crowd.
Oh my god.
You weekend at Bernie's one of the Cardozan corpses.
Oh my
Keth
god.
doesn't get it, but he's gonna go along with it, you know?
An old one. An old one. He uses a really old one.
It's just a skeleton waving in the.
Not that old. Jesus.
Why would they have a skeleton?
It was one of the
Why would they have some old corpses hanging around?
Yeah, Keth pulled out
No,
all
just
of the
like an old
bones.
man. One of the old, like the eldest
I see.
Cardozas.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
I mean, by the time everyone
Yeah,
gets
no.
here, they're gonna be skeletons.
Well, right. That's why
better-
we use one of the oldest ones, and we can be like, "Oh yeah, no, we saved him," but
Oh boy. I can't wait till Clyde gets here. Oh my god, this is going to be so crazy.
Are you gonna be Clyde looking when Clyde
Wait,
gets here?
No. No, that would be so weird.
this
That's
is
why you should do it.
it's gonna be crazy when he gets here. Not that it's already crazy now.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it is definitely crazy now, but like
Keth throws down the body. It's fucking crazy right now.
hey, is there
I hate this. I hate
a
this.
crown somewhere that I can put on? I'm not
We're gonna fucking
Is there what?
run
I'm
Verena
sorry.
into the ground.
What are you
Okay,
looking for, Genevera?
Asher. That felt
A crown.
Yeah, I would like a crown. Not
Uh,
like that I'm like, I'm just curious if there is one, and I was thinking like maybe it would be, it would just as a thing, it's not a big deal. Never mind.
So yes, the Cardozas had a crown that they had made of dark iron. But there is also a crown that you find several crowns, well, more like tiaras, but kind of crowns, and several fancy gowns in Callus's quarters.
Kath!
Yeah.
Kath!
Well, yeah. What's up?
I need help.
Oh, I will definitely help you.
Okay, so
Can I be there too?
yes, of course.
Can I be there too?
It's not
Right.
that I don't trust. It's not that I didn't like actively want your fashion advice, Gillik. It's just that Kath was the first person I thought of.
No, that's fine. I need tips too. Yeah, Kath, can you help me out?
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic to see if any of them are magic.
None
That's
of the
probably a
gowns
good
are
idea.
magic.
What the fuck?
Well, we just need to get a new one now. We should probably commission a new one. Actually, that would be the best thing.
Do you
If
not
Gebeddo-
like any of these, or is it weird because they were hers?
They're a little old-fashioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a little
Throwing
last
shade.
season.
Exactly, the little last season. I've seen some new fabric like patterns that I really think would look great on you.
Really?
Yeah. All right, let's
Okay.
go. Let's go. I'll go to the seamstress. I'll surprise you. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god. Okay. Make sure they do a crown too. If they do that at
Out of the
Seamstresses?
the seamstresses. Nope. Nope.
oh. Okay. Well, I'll figure
All
it
right,
out.
I got the dress though.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool. Gillik, do you have any crown suggestions?
Oh, let's see. Let me take a look at you for a second. All right, so you're like a brass dragon. What color are your eyes? It's just I think I look. My eyes aren't that good right now. So,
Brown.
brown. Okay, great. We need so you want something that makes your brown eyes pop, maybe like an
There's
amber
nothing that makes
stone.
that's one of the things that's really, it's a bummer. It's like, my coloring is all just like blood. And like brown eyes are boring. I wish I had cool like purple eyes like Evian has. Like those would be really cool. Then you'd be able to do something with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, all right. So, what about your crossbow? Let's go. What is it? Just like steel and wood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe something that kind of matches the crossbow.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool. Like so maybe the dark iron crown is too dark, but maybe something like shine like steel or like platinum
Like
or something.
platinum. That's what I was gonna say. That.
It's like we're reading each other's minds. This is great.
Cool.
And then what color are your robes? Because that could be like the gems inside of the platinum crown. That match that.
Usually I just wear purple.
All right, cool. So like an amethyst or something.
Yeah.
It's like platinum amethyst crown.
Okay.
Maybe some diamonds.
Ooh.
And like a I don't know, like a brass kind of trim.
Okay. Because I'm the brass witch.
Yeah. You got some brass in there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I like it.
Okay. Keth pops back in. What color crown are we going with? I just need to tell the seamstress.
Gillik?
Yeah, we're gonna. So, Keth, we're gonna do platinum crown.
Great, and he
for the
takes
body.
off. He wanted to be surprised.
So, where are you getting a crown made?
I don't know. Gillik?
The jeweler. I mean, the Cardozas have to have a jeweler in their employ.
I'm sure the Cardozas did. Yeah. We'll say you find a place in town.
What's the name of the jewelry store?
What is the name of the jewelry store you find? Because there's thousands of jewelry stores in town. It's the city of Rena. It's huge.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking Gillik.
Madame Fancy Dew's House of Jewelry.
Okay, yeah. So you walk into Madame Fancy Dew's. It's not a real. It was purchased. She didn't name it that, but she wanted to keep the branding. So it's not Madame Fancy Dew. It's someone else. It's a totally different person. But
who is it?
Her name is Claire. But you're like, you ask her about it, and she sort of rolls her eyes. She's like, "No, I'm not Madame Fancy Dew. That's someone else." With the line of credit from the palace and great discretion, she creates a crown for you. Before
she does that, Jennuvera is going to find out what it costs.
A lot. It's a platinum crown.
She's going to work with Gillik to scale down. Because she is
Dwarven stone cunning. I know how to do this.
Yeah, she's going to get a cheap but effective crown.
So Claire cuts the diamonds, so just amethyst in set, and she drops it from platinum to silver, which is much more affordable.
Right.
This makes
the
crown
tarnish, though. That's the thing.
Perhaps, but just keep it clean, So this makes the crown a much more affordable 19,000 gold. Rather than
that feels like too many, Gillik. Wait a minute.
Yeah. No. Hang on. Jennuvera, come here. We're gonna talk about this for a second.
Oh no, we don't need to talk about it. I'm just gonna pay for it. I'm not gonna use the castle credit. I'm just gonna pay for it.
Oh fuck. Awesome.
I just feel like I feel like it's a little wasteful to spend Verena's money on something like this when I have the funds.
Oh, that's brilliant, my liege.
Oh, no, that's weird. No, Gillik, I hated that. I hated that a lot, Gillik.
That's fine. Here, Gillik pulls out his flask, takes a sip. Here, you want some of this?
Yes, please.
All right, there you go. See, we're cool.
Cool.
Okay.
I was having fun.
So for 19,000 gold, you purchase the silver crown with amethyst stones inlaid up in it. Up in it.
Wait. Why is it so expensive?
Because it is finely crafted. You're paying for the labor and skill of the craftsman.
From Claire, not
It's going to be
Fancy.
really pretty.
Right, Claire.
Okay.
It is incredibly pretty. There's a filigree that is inlaid of brass inside of the silver. A very difficult technique that you've not seen replicated anywhere else, Gebeddo. No, the crown is beautiful. So when it is returned to you, as those you have called assemble at the palace in Verena, they meet at the Great Dome. Redbridge and night falls when Redbridge and Evian arrive with Elatrix, and they make their way into the palace before Clyde has arrived. But they see you, Jennuvera. Keth, what is she wearing?
All right, Jennuvera, you're gonna love this. So
Okay.
it was a little bit more than I imagined, but you're gonna love it. It is a Keth presents it to her. It's a white, primarily gown inlaid with brass and platinum edging. So basically, like the seamstress was able to powder platinum to make it shimmery throughout the entire gown. So that's probably what ran us a little bit over budget. But I think in the end it came out lovely, and you're gonna look so beautiful.
Okay.
The wedding dress.
It's going to match the platinum from the crown.
Right.
So
Feels like a wedding dress. How much did this cost, Keth?
I talked her down. She was driving a hard bargain, but I talked her down to 23,000 gold. Yeah. So I think we did a great job here, and you're gonna look great. So I just need to get the line of credit approved by you, the queen, and yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh shit. Shit. Oh. Sorry, no,
I think it's kind of like along each of the scales that's on the gown. That's actual platinum right there. Can you believe it?
I can. I love you, Kath. You're amazing.
Yeah, it shows a tasteful amount of ankle.
She hands
as well,
him. She hands him the gold.
Which is okay nowadays.
So
Yeah.
you pay out the gold for that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was an expensive day.
Okay.
Just then, Gebeddo comes running around the corner, and he announces, it took all week, but I'm so glad. I heard that you were getting a platinum crown, and I thought, what you really need is a platinum carriage to go with it.
Gebeddo?
And so if you
Send
look
it
out
back.
the window right now, you'll
Send
see
it
And
back.
it's being pulled by 6 horses, 6 huge white horses. It is a fully platinum crown, platinum carriage. It's got platinum spinners for wheels on it.
Right.
Gebeddo?
They're all starting to compress slightly,
Right,
from the
because
heat
it's
from
so
the sun.
soft. yeah.
Right.
Gebeddo, I appreciate this so much. Please send them home.
You're gonna look so amazing
no,
when
we're
you
saying-
ride through the
no,
streets.
We're not going
Gebeddo.
to do that. That feels
They're
like
gonna
flaunting.
start calling
No.
you the platinum
No.
witch.
No.
And you'll never
No.
guess how cheap it was.
No, please, Gebeddo, can we not? Because I'm not paying for this. You are.
It was only 86,000 gold.
Great, that's awesome. It can come out of your account because this isn't something that I asked for.
Oh no, I already said that
No.
the kingdom would be paying
No,
for it.
Gebeddo.
It's gonna match the
What
dress
are you
that I got
doing?
her perfectly. You did great.
Oh my god, I can't wait. This is I've never been so excited. I've
Geppetto,
never had
no,
so much fun. This was such a good idea to make you king.
Geppetto,
Jennuvera.
do you understand the problem that this makes?
Oh, you're right. You're right. You
Who
need a
has that
scepter.
much platinum in reserve?
You need a scepter. You're right.
Asher.
No, stop. No, stop right here.
Asher walks
Cat-
into a room
cat-
dressed completely normal, like how he always is. And he's like, hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on?
Why?
He
would you-
rubs his nose and snot comes out. What are you guys up to? What's everybody talking about?
Dressing up.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
we're
mind.
just-
I'm out of here.
jump in.
And he leaves.
No, that's too much.
No, I just think it's
No,
really important
Geppetto,
for you to make a
just please-
grand statement.
I'm not going to, though. That feels like flaunting wealth, and it's not something. That's not the impression that I think we want to give as king. Which we would like. I need a fancy dress and a crown because that's I have to look good and not like a schlub. But I'm not gonna parade around in a Cinderella carriage,
Who?
waving at people it's crazy. Please send them back and get your money back. Send them back and
No.
get the money. Geppetto, I don't think you're understanding me. Send them back
I hear what
and
you're saying.
get the money.
What are they gonna do
My
with a
liege-
platinum
Back.
carriage?
Listen, your
No.
Majesty, your Highness,
Stop.
just listen to me for
No.
half a second. I don't think you can do that with something like this.
You
it's
need to try.
bespoke.
It's a custom.
You know what I mean? There's only one of these.
You need to try.
I'll try. Geppetto leaves the room.
Steph is mad. Stephanie, the player, is pissed.
So,
Go on.
Elatrix,
Wasteful.
they don't take the carriage back, but it's fine.
Let me try.
Elatrix, Redbridge, and Evian arrive. They make their way through the palace to, I guess, the throne room. Jennuvera, are you sitting on the throne? Are you going to meet them somewhere else? What are you going to do?
She wouldn't. She's going to have her fancy dress on, but she's not going to sit on the throne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this dress was not made for sitting. Sorry.
So you meet with them, and immediately Redbridge's jaw drops. Did you explain in the letter what occurred? Or did you just make them come?
The second one.
I feel like probably the second one.
Okay. Yeah, Redbridge's jaw drops. Evian raises eyebrows at you. And Elatrix gives you a couple of blinks, and he says, "That is a very nice-looking dress, Jennuvera."
Thanks, Ultrix. Here's the thing. Kind of crazy story. It was Keth. Keth did it. Gillik did the crown.
I did the carriage.
Shut up, Geppetto.
What's that song?
It's just out in the courtyard. Yeah. Chilling.
I'm here
With all the
too.
horses.
I'm
Right.
here.
The crown is a interesting touch. What's going on?
It's because I'm the king here.
Hooray!
Evian raises her eyebrows higher, and Redbridge says, "I'm sorry. What?"
So we had to fix the problem here, and we went into a vault that decides the next king, and it was not on purpose. We were gonna elect somebody else and have them do it and make everything fine that way. But then, just said my name, and then that's how this happened. And then we killed all the Cardozos.
Yeah, really, it's lemonade.
What?
You know, we got lemons, and we made lemonade.
Evian walks towards you, and she motions for you to lean down to her.
I do.
I like lemonade.
And she whispers, she says, "It's not typically, you don't typically wear the crown before the coronation."
Oh no! Oh my God! Jennuvera whips the crown off her head. I had no idea.
It's
I
okay.
was just a little excited.
No,
and,
I understand.
Wait, okay.
Don't worry about it. I understand. It's
Okay.
probably for the best, though, if you give it some time.
Okay.
She steps back.
Jennuvera feels bad.
Elatrix says, so the vault has declared you king.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that puts this into an interesting situation. You now have a responsibility to this place. How do you intend to fill that responsibility if there is still much work to be done, which there is?
Yeah. So that's why we called you here.
The doors to the hall open, and Clyde stands in the doorway. He walks forward and he looks up and sees you in the gown. And he's like, "Oh, hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm like late or whatever. You look.
Hey.
No, I'm sorry. Go
What?
ahead.
No,
No,
you.
No, you.
No, you were
It-
gonna.
It's nothing." And he just steps up.
They still got it.
The heat in the room right now.
Yes, we were just discussing that Jennuvera has told us that the Vault of the Kingmaker has declared her King of Verena, and we have to figure out what that means going forward. Clyde looks shocked.
Like, good shocked?
Like, shocked. You were saying, Jennuvera, your duties.
Yes. That's why we called you here, because we have to figure it out. Honestly, like, I think that's why I'm like I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to squeeze it all into like this 1 week. There's this feeling of being king because I feel like whatever we decide in here is that it's going to be not me being king of Verena because we've got more important stuff to do. So I'm really just trying to like soak it all in, you know?
Well, this puts us in a bit of a bind. If not so much, but if the Vault has declared you king, that is the binding law in Verena. It is how they have manifested the standing laws of all of New Merida, how they have maintained their list for succession. If you have been called king by the Vault, that makes you king.
Yeah. But I feel like your advice is going to be like we go to the Vault and we have the Vault name. Like Evian, we were talking about you earlier, like that we were going to, but then we didn't want to do that without your permission.
Make me king here?
Well, if you wanted.
This is not my home. These are
No.
not my people.
No, I know. But until we can get things sorted and get Parineth back up on its feet.
But then then what though? Then she's like king in both places or whatever?
Well, and then I don't know, she decides on someone to take over Verena, who... Listen, I don't know. You guys can chime in too. And she looks at everyone else.
We were just waiting for your majesty.
Yeah, we were waiting for you to
Stop.
give us this permission.
Can you... No. Oh, God.
I don't know how this
You look
works.
great, Jennuvera.
Thanks, Kath. I feel pretty good. Did you see Clyde was going to say? Like,
Yeah,
I
he was
looked
gonna
good?
say something.
What are you guys talking
Yeah.
about?
He was gonna say something.
But like you said it in an encouraging way.
Yeah.
There's some words were gonna come out of his mouth. Redbridge scratches her forehead. She says, "What we can't just swap around who is in charge of Verena like it's come and go. The kingdoms need stability. They need leadership. You can't just hand it off when you don't want to deal with it anymore.
No, I know.
That's kind of where we are right now. I mean, Jennuvera's the king.
We're maybe just looking for a steward for now. Like, not Jennuvera, a steward.
It would not be out of precedent to name a regent to...
Is that the word?
Yes.
All right.
It's fine. A steward would be fine also, but they're not really going to take on actual duties. A steward more maintains the palace and keeps scheduling and whatnot for the king. They maintain access, but it is up to the king to make decisions, and a king regent can be named that would answer in their stead. Cool. Typically, the king regent role is given to the spouse of the king to rule
I don't
in
have
their stead.
one of those.
Correct. You don't have one of those, but you could
Okay.
name a king regent. Well, unless something changed, you're right.
No, it was harsh.
Okay, I apologize. I did not mean for it to be harsh. It's just a fact. You're not married, so you don't have a king regent.
Okay, I get it.
He looks
He
a
means
little
because you're
startled.
single.
Oh my
a little taken
gosh.
aback.
I look over at Clyde and see what he's thinking.
He's still a little stunned. He seems to be processing or attempting to process everything that's being said. He says, you can name whoever you want as your king regent, and they can rule with your authority, though you are still the authority in the kingdom. It is still your kingdom, and it is still your responsibility. It also means that whatever decisions they make, you are responsible for. You cannot avoid the responsibility of the things they choose to do in your name.
Okay.
Right, yeah, you can delegate authority, not responsibility.
Yes.
So do we think that sounds like a good idea, guys?
Yes, I do. Because we need you. Like, we can't do this without you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I, Redbridge speaks up, have a question that maybe you addressed with... when we last spoke, it was your plan to speak to the former king. How did that discussion go?
Not well.
Pretty bad.
There will be those among these people who will see her as having a claim to the throne.
Yeah. But she refused to be reasonable. So
Okay. If she has a claim to the throne, that will not be a situation that will resolve itself, undoubtedly. She will come for what she sees as hers.
yeah.
Ooh. It would probably behoove us to have a plan in place for that.
Okay.
I have a question. Would there be a possibility of using illusion magic to have Jennuvera be on the throne with someone in her stead?
Oh, I see where you're going.
Yep.
I don't. You'll have to clarify.
Group huddle.
Sidebar. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Sidebar.
What's up?
Okay.
Yeah,
The five of you huddle up.
Yeah. So we have this mask that makes anybody look like anybody.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't, like...
And it didn't fall in anti-magic fields.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
No.
No,
It didn't?
It didn't. You stayed. No,
Yeah.
it It resisted an anti-magic
That was the only
field.
one.
You were the only one who didn't change.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Should
I
we
don't know if we want to hand that item over either.
That's the other
should
thing.
we tell them what the vault actually says? Like the verbatim? Like the actual quote?
like, because it still sees Victoria Callis as king,
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, I'm going to let you make that choice because you seem pretty into this.
Yeah, well, no, it's more just like I think that we need someone who's going to play on our team.
I kind of like the mask idea of whoever we do end up choosing, though.
But like we would have to choose someone
We entrust implicitly.
regardless. So like if their words are coming out of my mouth, what's the like?
For sure. Which is one of these
Yeah, that's-
people.
Well, we know one person who's ruled before, which is Ellatrix.
Well, and Evian.
Yeah, but Evian, I feel like would be less. Just from what she said recently, she seems less keen on that.
Maybe if we ask nicely.
Fair. And these are people we trust.
Ellatrix has...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Ellatrix has pretended to be somebody else before for a super long time.
Very long time.
Also true.
So, I don't know.
Are we okay with giving up the mask? Like, I think that's a good plan.
I'm rethinking that. Well, out of our
To
possession.
be fair, the mask
is one of the
items
that we've been collecting.
He's a big, powerful thing that we couldn't control, but also he can't lie. Is the other thing, right? He could never lie.
Yeah, but he's good at
But he did-
not lying.
He's lying by omission.
Yeah,
which
he did
is
act
normal.
as Mariffa for years.
Yeah, because Murphy was a title. Yeah.
All right, so we're still just going to leave it... I'm still just going to leave it up to you on whether...
But I would like
No, I don't know what to do.
I don't
okay.
either.
I don't...
I guess
don't
I think
know.
we should tell them. And then
They're the only people who know
What we're
like
doing.
the stakes
Yeah.
of everything.
yeah.
And it would feel weird to keep
Yeah.
something from them.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But I also don't know how much it changes.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know either, but I agree. They couldn't give us good advice. They've done it many times in the past.
Yeah.
What do you think, Genevera?
Yeah, no, I think we should tell him.
Okay.
All right.
Unsidebar.
Okay, you guys return back to the group.
Ready?
Many pennies on three, guys. Ready?
What?
1, 2, 3.
Many
pennies.
Many
Pennies.
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 We'll
Clyde's,
get better.
Okay, we'll get
Clyde's
better.
looking around at them. He's like, I was not expecting this today.
What were you expecting?
You guys said to come here, and I just thought you needed like some insight or like help or something, but like I didn't know.
We do.
No, you're not wrong.
I didn't know it was gonna be like this. You know.
Yeah, it's like higher levels.
Ellatrix just looks at him and shakes his head, like he's looks at Clyde, like what the fuck. Did you have your sidebar? You've discussed your
Yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Items of discussion.
Genevera
And?
looks at Gebeddo and kind of like nods her head forward, like, go ahead.
And Gebeddo bows very
Oh,
deeply
God,
at the
I
waist,
hate
takes off
this.
the hat, like does a big flourish. After
Genevera
you, my
sits
liege.
down, not
Oh.
on the throne.
And Gebeddo like references to everybody else to sit down.
No,
We sit.
stop
I sit.
it.
Gebeddo sits
Clyde
right where he
sits.
is.
Clyde sits, and then
Jennifer is sitting on the floor. By the
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so is everyone else.
But we're like
Yeah.
sitting lower than you, like slouched.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And when Redbridge sees Clyde sit, she just looks down at him, looks at everyone else. And she just sits. Evian and Elatrix do not sit.
Can you stop? Yeah. Okay.
This is so good.
This is the worst. So I guess the thing that Gebeddo has something about the vault that he wants to talk about.
Wow. All right. Sure. So, I can't believe you're making me do this.
You're the one who brought it up, and
All right. So, in the vault, the actual message from the Crucible is that when King Callus falls, Jennuvera will be the one to replace her.
Oh,
well, wait a minute. Actually, out of game, Anthony, can you refresh my memory? When we went into the vault, it said, when Victoria Callis falls, Cardoza will be king. Did it repeat that statement at the end? Because I think it said,
just
like,
said-
Jennuvera has been chosen or whatever.
no, yeah. So it said that Cardoza would be king, and then it asked you if you wanted to replace that.
Right.
Replace that name.
I'm saying what...
Just the Cardoza.
So what happened at the very, very
It did
end?
not repeat it back out. No.
Okay.
But I would. Keth would assume.
We're
that
assuming that that's what it would say.
Correct. And if you, yeah,
I mean, we could go down. If
I think you even could have verified it. Eridar
Right.
showed up like at some
Okay.
point. Like you could have verified it, and that is the case currently. It
Okay.
still says that when Victoria Callis falls,
Okay.
Jennuvera warrior will become king.
Wow, I haven't said your last name in a long time.
Okay. Sorry. Back in game.
No, you're fine. That changes things significantly. Evian says that means that her claim to the throne is not... It is not a tenuous claim. It is a solid claim to the throne. This is, according to the laws of New Merida, still her kingdom.
Okay.
She sucks.
Yeah. Have you ever seen, like whenever you want to like flat react, and so you use like the emoji with the straight line face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yep.
imagine the five of us sitting like lined up.
Asher's the
is
one with
just
all
that.
teeth.
It's just
the.
oh sure.
He's like,
Jennuvera wishes she put the dress and the crown on the royal credit card.
It is... You do not have no claim to the throne, as you are here and she is not. But this does tip the balance in her favor. We could, like, assassinate her or whatever.
No,
Clyde.
I appreciate your love of regicide, but I think it's cool.
You'd be pretty proud of us, Clyde.
We
Just got done with one of those.
we did.
just did a regicide, yeah.
Although that one was apparently a fake one. So
It was just some dude.
technically, we didn't regicide anybody.
You're right.
Huh.
Yeah.
Guys, that was just regular murder.
Yeah.
His claim to the throne
not-
would have been the
not-
same
not
as your
better.
own.
I feel less accomplished.
How
Yeah.
then? How is she driven? How are they driven out? Like, if I don't know.
With
Force,
from
I
my
guess, yeah.
understanding, from my understanding, by force.
Yeah.
At a threat of death, they fled the city.
Let's just
That does not make her not the king, any more than it makes Evian not the king of Paraneth.
let's let them come back if they promise to be on the Council of Kings and
But
work with us.
that's what we tried. Oh, Keth, I forgot you were in jail and unconscious, but we tried that.
What, like threaten
You're
to?
gonna yell at him about it. And
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you.
I feel like the stakes have changed.
you are certainly
Yeah.
in a different negotiating position than you were before.
I don't think so. I think we're in a less good negotiating position because
No
I
way.
feel like before we could say, hey, we'll deal with the squatters to get you back in. And now we're just like,
We are the
We will be the
Right,
squatters.
but-
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
is no
but-
closer to her throne.
And if anything, further away. You saw how fast we took those dudes out.
Boom. Well,
And Gebeddo flexes.
yeah, but I
Red-
don't want to.
Redbridge is like, I don't like this. I don't like any of this.
what do we do?
If she is king, she should take back her throne. We will deal with her in whatever way we must, but this is not how we deal with this.
We need her on our side.
And she wasn't really keen to join the Council of Kings, which we also need.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Which is why it's just complicated, and I don't disagree with you at all, Redbridge, but what are we to do?
There are people here, people who live here in Verena, who will rely on this. You are directly impacting their lives.
Jennuvera is like crying a little bit, like not noticeably, but she just is very emotional right now. And it's not fair that she's always surrounded by a bunch of
No, go on.
dudes
No, you can say it. We're all adults.
who don't know how to have feelings.
Keth,
And she's just very upset because she knows Redbridge is right, and in any other case she would have, like, she just
Keth leans over and says, whispers, Jennifer, the salt water reacts with the platinum powder. Be careful.
she chuckles.
What?
This isn't, none of this is great. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't say we disagree with you, Constance.
Evian
I
says,
don't know.
for what it's worth, from her 6-year-old body with its violet eyes, she says, for what it's worth, I think that we are in a very difficult position here, and I don't blame you for this. I think that you being on the throne is a better outcome than Victoria being on the throne. Dealing with that woman is next to impossible, but how we make it stick and how we keep it above board so that we can have the trust of the people, not only in this but in the council at large, that is a more difficult issue to assess.
Jennuvera feels a lot better because Evian is so damn cool.
There is still the matter that you have 2 more ley lines to deal with.
Yes.
Time is running short on that.
Yep,
Yep.
Sure is.
you're right.
Hey, Eldrix, can you give us the best answer right now? Because, like, as you said, time is running short, and I think it's been proven that it takes us a long time to come to any decision, let alone the right decision. So if you could just tell us the right decision right now, that would be
That
awesome.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
There are many reasons why I can't tell you the right decision. Not the least of which is that I'm not sure what the right decision here is for you. But I cannot, even if I knew, I can no longer give you those sorts of answers.
I don't know that you really ever did there, fella.
And I think that perhaps it has always been something that my nature will not allow me to do.
Okay. Well,
I am here to guide, but I cannot lead you to that place. I can only help support you.
I got an idea, you guys.
Okay.
let's hear it.
So, you know that carriage?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Beautiful carriage. Yeah.
What
Yeah, I remember it.
if we send that carriage in this gown out into the woods
Oh no.
to pick up
Light it on
Callus
fire.
with
Oh.
a note, and all the note says is answer the call
To whose palace? To her palace?
to Callus.
Oh, to Callus.
Oh,
Sorry, I heard...
she's in the woods now. Yeah, she's like a bog witch.
Sorry,
now,
yeah, no,
remember?
I misheard you.
I mean,
She's living
it's
in
all
like one of
painted
our
gold.
towns. I wouldn't call it like a bog.
That's why I was
I mean, it's got
confused.
Bog witch.
some swampy areas or whatever, but like we're working on it, kind of.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's like a lot of undead things we're dealing with 1st.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot going on in Carapath right now. You know, I don't need bog witches.
You're right. That was insensitive of me. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply that Carapath was necessarily a breeding ground for bog witches.
I really want to meet a bog witch.
Right. The preferred term is swamp sorcerer.
You're right. You're right. That's new. Gebeddo, are you saying that we should offer back the kingdom to her?
I mean,
Like with no strings attached, technically?
And then
And,
you
like,
think she'll feel
50,000 gold worth of stuff.
I don't know.
No, like 100,000 is that carriage.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
was gonna say that carriage was
just the
pretty
carriage is enough. I don't think
mean-
we need to go as. I just really would like.
Gown was expensive
like
too.
let me keep this.
I mean, you paid for it. It's yours.
Yeah.
I guess that's technically true.
Yeah.
And the crown's yours too. You can wear that whenever you want.
Yeah.
Well, now I'll just feel like
Wait,
an idiot.
you like bought a crown?
No, stop! I didn't.
Oh my God! Show him. He
No,
missed the
I
crown.
don't.
I know
Stop,
you're not supposed to.
Gebeddo.
I know you're not supposed to wear the crown before the coronation day, but
I have hives.
Oh, here it is. Keth puts it on her.
No, stop, Kev. No, I. Oh God.
Oh,
this
that's-
is so.
It's really pretty.
Oof. Anyways,
Thanks,
Oh,
Gillick.
yeah, right?
Gillick designed it.
Well, I mean, you did most of the work. Doesn't she have like a great eye for good stuff?
Oh, it's-
Clyde?
Oh,
Yeah.
Gillick.
Great eyes. Elatrix is like, okay, can we refocus, please?
no.
Yeah, we can't.
Legitimately, that's the first time
We can't.
I'm making a huge scene right here, right now about
we
that.
all heard that. We all heard that.
Yeah, she's great eye. She has a great eye. That's what I said.
You said she has great eyes.
No, stop.
Yeah, there was a little bit of breathiness to it. That, like it was a little.
What
We all heard it.
Fuck you, Gebeddo.
Jennifer
Gillick walks up
laughed.
to Clyde. Here, have some of this, and he hands him his flask.
He drinks the whole thing.
Wow.
I
And then he just
literally
sits-
have stress hives. You
He
see
just
that?
Man after my own heart.
he just stares at the ground.
Just like old times.
All right. Well,
Gillick goes and looks for the palace liquor cabinet.
like I know.
just
Yeah, if
wander
we're gonna
off.
give her palace back. We
Yeah.
might as well drain her dry first.
Oh my God, for sure. Let's throw a
yeah.
party.
This is gonna be
And
great.
then
Yeah.
tomorrow
Y'all.
we should probably get back to business, right? But like tonight, we should probably drink and eat.
You can.
Celebrate.
We will look around town. I think Redbridge would be amicable to try and find passage for the 5 of you. You might as well strike out from the docks here. to the next ley line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you wish to go after the Lich first, but that's going to be its own troubles.
We should probably do the ley lines.
But
Yeah.
I say that because the other ley line is
By the Lich.
in the Deadlands.
Isn't there also one that's like in a tornado, like a water?
The whirlpool is
Well,
the...
that's why you would want to leave from the docks.
Thanks.
And we'll address Callus and her membership in the council later, I guess.
Or should we do that first?
We still need a plan for that.
I like Jebeddo's, actually.
I still don't know what your specific plan here is. If you're going to invite her back, if you're not going to invite her back, if you're going to leave a surrogate here to face off against her claim, although your claim becomes much more tenuous when you leave a regent here and she arrives.
Yeah. Evian, what do you think we should do?
I think
gut reaction.
I think Victoria Callis is a nightmare to deal with. I think
Same.
you bringing her back here is not going to make her any more amicable to our cause. And I think that if our best option is to hold this palace against her until we can find either a way to leverage it or we can put someone here who deserves to be here, then so be it. That's what we should do.
So, and I like vaguely gesture. I like do like a gesture where it's like there's fingers. Like I'm trying to pretend there's like a mask, like I'm miming a mask thing at Jebeddo. I'm like, bring the thing up. No, yes. The
Keep going.
The blue, the silvery.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
The bloop.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They know everything else.
So we got the illusion ley line artifact. And could someone pass it to me real quick? Because I haven't used it yet, and I want to see what it's like.
I think Keth has it.
Well,
or Jennuvera probably has it.
Had it last.
Well, I think that there's been enough time that she's given it back to Keth.
Oh, it's mine. Oh, I like that. Okay, Keth gives it to Asher.
Watch and learn, and then I put it on and I try and look like Jennuvera.
Okay. Yeah, you look like Jennuvera.
Ta-da!
Clyde looks mortified.
What's up, dude?
Because you sound like Jennuvera also, so when you say, what's up, dude, like it comes out as Jennuvera,
and then I just like
just
take it
looking
off and put it back on, take it off, put it back on, take it off, put it back on. Really disorient him.
Whoa. And then Elatrix is like, okay.
They cast... I take it off. The reason I'm bringing this up is they cast an anti-magic field in here when we were trying to like sneak in. And this illusion didn't break.
I expect not. If it is from the ley line of illusion, it is probably far more powerful than that.
So there is an option to, instead of putting a regent in the place, we have a person be Jennuvera.
Oh. Redbridge just shakes her head and she's like, I don't understand how that makes this any
It doesn't make it
better at all.
Easier or better. It just is another option for us if we have world-saving duties to do and we lose, quote-unquote, legitimacy by being away.
Yeah, think about it as like Marifa 2.0.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find a ship to charter. You deal with you 8 deal with this. I'm gonna go. And she leaves.
Bye.
if you wish to go this route, it certainly would make the claim slightly less tenuous. A regent would be more difficult to hold this place against Callus than you yourself would, and if you yourself are here to anyone's observable means, then that would definitely make it stronger. Who would you put behind this mask?
Her?
Or you?
I do not think I am a good choice for this.
Go on.
When my father returned, my purpose changed. My understanding of myself has twisted, and I don't think I can be what I once was.
Alex, we know your dad took all your confidence away, but maybe this is the perfect opportunity to, build it up again.
It is not about confidence. It is about...
Can't do a worse job than I could.
I could do nothing at all. I could and likely would be unable to interact along the ways that a king would need to lead. I cannot lead. I cannot do that anymore. And it is not I cannot because I don't believe in myself or I don't trust that I cannot. I am Fae. There are things now that I cannot do. That is one of them.
Asher looks at Evian.
I can do this for you, but I want to be able to do this effectively. I am worried about what Callus will do, but I will also take the opportunity to deprive her of what she wants. I really don't like her at all. So if this affords me that opportunity, I'll take it.
Heck yeah.
Will it work on me?
Jennuvera looks at Asher.
Hand it over.
She puts it on and instantly embodies you, Jennuvera. So full height, tail.
It works.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is an odd sensation. She looks at the back of her hand, at the front.
Yeah, you don't feel different, but you look different, right? Isn't it wild?
Yes. Yes, it is wild. I think that if we are going to do this, we need to have a coronation. Before you go, tomorrow, at dawn, we should have a coronation. Whether or not it holds any actual weight beyond this, it will only strengthen our claim. But in front of the people, you should be crowned king, and it should be you, not me, who is crowned. And then before I assume your identity.
Jennuvera kind of looks around at everyone else.
Do I have to put on a suit?
Nods fervently because he knows that means a new gown.
What?
There will not be much time to arrange this. It also means, Jennuvera, that you must not... You are going to need to travel in secret.
Yes.
You will now be known. And for you to be able to do what you need to do as an adventurer and allow Evian to do what she needs to do as you cannot be in two places at once.
Right. Jennuvera flashes invisible.
That is certainly an option. I may have another. I will work on it.
Okay. Gillik, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm reluctant to hand over the mask. If as a group we want to do it, all right, I'll go along with it. It's just, this is one of those things that in the future, something bad could happen. Someone could lose the mask, it falls into the wrong hands. It's like we've got all the other items on us. Do we really want to let one of them go? I'm not saying bad things would happen. I'm not saying we don't trust anybody. I'm just saying it's one of those times where something might happen if we're not holding on to it. And this one, we could never get back. Like, someone who has it could just look like whoever they want, and we would never know.
Oh,
That is
a good point.
very true. And so we would need some sort of confirmation that it is Evian.
And also, we already know that other types of magic do work against it.
Yeah, I wasn't so much worried about that as like...
Oh, okay.
No, Asher. Sorry, I wasn't worried about knowing that it's Evian. I was worried about someone killing Evian.
Yeah.
And taking it. And then us never, ever being able to find them. Like, I don't know, the person who's going around trying to find all of the concentrated magic that they can to replicate this ritual.
Gorm is a concern. I am difficult to kill, but I understand what you are... I understand your concern, certainly.
Are you still, while wearing that, this is a good question, is sunlight still an issue?
I imagine so.
It's going to make a coronation
No,
difficult.
because we're going to do actual Genevera.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I am still willing to sit as regent if you do not want to have me take the mask. It makes my job more difficult, but I am willing to do it. Honestly, it makes my job more difficult in some ways. It makes it easier in others. It is easier for me to be me in one of these situations where I have to counteract Victoria Callis, but it makes lends me less authority, and by extension lends you less authority as well.
Clyde, you have any input on that?
I feel like Carapath will do like whatever it can to keep Callis off this throne. Right now, my best way to do that, I mean, she's in my lands. So the best way to keep her off the throne is to keep her, like, in Carapath or whatever. So I'll work on some plans to, like, make sure she doesn't leave, I guess, or whatever. But I'll see what I can do.
But, like, do you think it's a good idea in general?
I don't... Victoria Callis, like, she's been, like, trying to work with me to get me to, like, send troops or whatever, but, like, not in any real meaningful way. I don't think that... these people have a better read on her than I do. I don't really get how to talk to her at all. But, like, I think you would make a great king, Genevera, and if we need to, like, make this council thing happen, this might be like our best shot or whatever.
Oh, okay. So I guess our question now is, do we leave Evian with the mask or as regent?
I vote mask.
I vote regent.
I vote mask.
Gebeddo?
Oh boy.
If I yell I vote regent, then that makes you have to break the tie.
I vote
But-
regent.
Damn it. Elatrix, what's your vote?
Elatrix doesn't get a vote.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't get
Yes,
a
he
vote.
does.
It's us.
Evian, what's your
Evian doesn't
vote?
get a vote.
She doesn't get a vote either.
It's us. We are the owners of this.
Yeah. It's our mask. It's our rules.
That's how the saying goes.
And if we give it over to the NPCs, it becomes Anthony rules, and we'll lose it.
That's also true.
Nope.
That is metagaming.
Not this time.
It is not metagaming.
Oh,
it
it totally
is using
is.
our
But
experience
I do not trust you.
to know that shit goes bad every time.
I feel like you would punish us hard for that. For it's like, here's this really powerful magic item. Here, you can have it.
I don't think that's fair, first of all.
It is. It's very fair.
Second of all, I would see this as... I think it could be seen as utilizing the magic item I gave you. I think this is a fine... It's certainly getting more use than the elemental blade is on Keth's hip, so it's fine.
This useless thing right here. Clink, clink, clink.
To be fair, I thought about that as like, you gave us all specific magic weapons, like at the beginning, so to give us an additional one is kind of like, I don't know how we would use that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Gebeddo could use it sometimes, for sure. When it needs to deal not piercing damage, like against skeletons.
I also think it has more use beyond being a weapon, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can light shit on fire for free. We can burn shit. We can freeze shit.
Yeah, I can't remember what it does,
Any
honestly.
type of damage you want. Any damage type. Yeah.
Really?
Any elemental.
Yeah, all of them.
Right, but like including acid and poison. Huh. And radiant?
I think so, yeah. And necrotic.
Oh shit, that thing is like anti-everything.
Yeah, it's great. Keth, use it.
But he wants to use the Redeemers.
Okay, so what are you guys deciding?
Jennuvera?
My queen.
Make
My
this
king.
big kingly decision.
Do it up.
Okay.
If you want to be king, you're going to have to make some tough choices. And not nobody. Sometimes, a bunch of people aren't going to be happy.
Jennuvera looks around for a whiteboard. She really wishes she could make an easy pro-con list. So she whips out her notebook and she thinks for a minute and writes some things down. And
Suspense is killing me.
she says, okay, a couple things. I agree that losing the mask would be terrifying. I also think that looking forward in the future, it is less important to me to maintain this kingdom past Gorm, past defeating Gorm. So I think that if we are all working together, Clyde keeping Callus in Carapath, and Evian working hard here to get... Honestly, like, how could the people not love you? Like, that's a side thing. But then...
Probably because I drink blood.
Well...
Yeah, good point.
Do you put alcohol in it?
No.
Guess it depends on whose blood.
I mean... Yeah, but... Yeah.
Right.
But, like... So, I'm, like, basically what I'm saying is I know that if you are here as regent, then my hold is less strong. But, like, let's be honest, my hold is it's shit right now. And I think that... She's so stressed and sweaty.
Oh my god, say it!
Well,
Salt water.
I think that we should leave Evian here as regent.
Without the mask.
And
We
we
keep-
shouldn't... What should we do with the carriage?
Okay, so we should. Oh, sorry. No, Jennuvera, go ahead.
No,
What do you think?
Gillik, you go ahead. I was just looking at
That's a
Gebeddo.
The whole thing was that, like, it didn't really matter who was king as long as they were on the council, right? So if Callus comes back, we can still always just try to work with her and send her the carriage and the dress, or what? No, not the dress. You own that, but we can get another dress, send that, and try to get her to be on the council. That's our other option. If we lose power here, if for whatever reason Evian
Yeah, but if we lose-
Oh, sure. Then we can use the carriage. I like
right,
it.
But
right.
I'm just saying.
counterpoint,
Verena spent 89,000 gold on this.
counterpoint. If we do
That's a lot of money.
hold the kingdom away from her and then she gets it back, why would she ever cooperate with us ever again?
Then we'll
She wouldn't,
kill
but-
her, and Jennuvera will be the queen.
Honestly, she's not going to cooperate with
Period.
us. Period.
Well, also the prophecy did say when she falls, so I mean, you just wait
Also,
for
she
that to
technically
happen.
did fall,
I
guess.
can hire assassins. Just
No,
let me know.
Clyde,
no, Clyde,
stop.
we appreciate
know
your
you love
input.
regicide.
Thank you.
But when she did technically fall, she already fell. she fell from power.
Well,
Just trip her when she gets here.
Damn it!
right.
I fell.
Just push her out the tower. No, that's true. Why would you want to work with us? Well, it depends on how much of a fight Evian puts up. Right? If Evian puts up a big fight and be like, no, I'm in control, then yeah, she probably wouldn't want to work with us.
Oh,
But if she's like,
I regret to inform you, I will be putting up a big fight, no matter how this
oh,
goes.
well then,
No, that's great.
there we go. Okay. Well,
Yeah, hopefully you win.
yeah.
She will.
But then, doesn't it come to like the people and who they recognize as king and who the law recognizes as king?
Yes,
Right. So it's whoever they recognize. It's like,
law
Yeah,
is.
we're gonna have to do a lot of goodwill.
yeah. Can you
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, we do have to get ready for a rather large celebration that will be happening in a few short hours. So why don't the 5 of you get some rest, and we'll work on putting together a coronation.
Great.
Okay.
Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.